Well, hello the internet, welcome to a video that's effectively a mashup of the two regular weekly series that we have on this channel, Creative Minecraft and Stitching Adventures. Because, you're seeing this before the video that's actually in goes out, but next week, we're doing the video with me making the corset, which, requires more effort than I have the willpower to put into it this week, which is why you're not getting a week earlier than you could have. It also gives me, an extra week to work on other... That's a lie, it doesn't give me an extra week. I've already burnt up most of that week not doing what I'm meant to be doing, otherwise known as revising. But by the time you're seeing this video, I have finished my GCSEs. I have freedom for several weeks. In fact, I have freedom until September after this. How is that possible? I mean, wow, let's go. So today we're building I guess we call it the tailor's shop, because that's effectively what it is. It's gonna have, cool stuff. That's not right. We're gonna go block palette, because I can't word the words today. We're using spruce and junglewood, because I want to make sure it has a very soft look. I'm also using birch. We're using birch. We love birch. To have some level of contrast for what would be the cutting table, which I'm very jealous of how big it would be if it was scaled into real world size, because my dining room table is not big enough for cutting large pieces of fabric, which is going to get interesting next week when I have to cut out the petticoat and the skirt. Oh no. I am dreading that. But you'll see that in 2 weeks' time, I think. Something like that. Right, let's go back to what we're actually building. So yeah, I'm adding lots of windows because I didn't want to have loads of light blocks in there, because I want the light to be more controlled. I want it to just look pretty. At some point I'm gonna change some of this, I think. Maybe? Oh no, we fixed it now. I kind of made the window the wrong size at first and had to change it because I didn't like how it looked. We're also using a smithing table because this world is now officially on 1.20 Minecraft, which means we get to have cool things like fancy plant pot things that you can't actually put plants in. And also candles. We're putting loads of candles in this now. I love having the cherry blossoms. I think it looks so pretty. I don't know why I got rid of that cherry blossom if I was just going to leave it in exactly the same place. I keep staring off at things during this video and I don't know why. And then I proceeded to scroll. I don't know what I was looking for. I was going to see, could I scale down something enough to make a sewing machine? The answer is no. Could I download a mod for that? Absolutely I could. Am I going to? No, that requires too much effort for me to do right now. So, we just go with it. Funny story, yesterday a hornet came into my room and I screamed and proceeded to run out of my room and just have a complete and utter meltdown over it. Because it sounded like a lawnmower. And now I'm looking around paranoid. It's not here. Touch wood. We assume it was smart enough to fly out the window. Going back to the build, I'm also using cherry blossom because I like it. It's a nice colour. Here's also the big front shop window because I wanted it to have a shop window. I love when I walk past say charity shops and stuff and they have weirdly extravagant things in the window that never quite makes sense, but it does look nice. And then I proceeded to grab a set of netherite armor and put it into one of the styles, shoved it all in a barrel so it's there in case I break the thing. And then added in a plant, and that was effectively the window display. We might add something at some point too if I want to change it to suit while I'm filming. But also, can we talk about these signs? I now have to go back and change stuff up because I'm so happy to have these signs. It is a game changer, people. We're also using cherry blossom on the roof because I decided that I wanted something bright and colourful and I just needed to make the door look less obnoxious because I wanted to use the door and no one's stopping me. And this is the only way of turning it down, let's be honest. So the problem is, all of the cherry blossom stairs and slabs, I need to stop moving around my microphone, sorry for that. All the chairs, the stairs and slabs are obviously pink, so we had to go with crimson for those bits because that looked better. I also suspended a lantern off the front of the thing because I could. I then proceeded to put light blocks in, despite this not being what I wanted to do because it was too dark. Then went, oh, let's put in redstone lamps because then we can switch them off. And I've put it so that it's on the side, so it's like a studio and you can like just jump up and switch the light on and off. And it lights it like nicely, that when it's like night, it's very atmospheric. There you go, as you can see. I feel like it's kind of a bit plain outside. Actually, that's going to change because I'm going to go through any second now. Maybe, in theory. And I'm going to put loads of trees out back. And I'm going to make it look pretty. We're starting with a bench. And then we are putting in a giant cherry blossom tree. Because I think they're pretty, and as we all know, I love particles. I proceeded to have to get rid of one because it didn't look right. Turns out that they are very awkward to place, and then you can't really trim them back. So I just kept going and went with it. Then we're adding flowers, lots of flowers, because I wanted to make sure that there was kind of enough of a colourful background that it also just helped simplify is not the right word. Just kind of help the view out of that big window look nice in the background of a video, because otherwise it looks really plain and that makes me really sad. So yeah, everything's done with the intention of a video, which is why you didn't see me start by planning out the floor first. I needed to put the big window in and then do the rest of it. So yeah, that is effectively what's going on with this build. So I hope you enjoyed this accumulation of the 2 regular series. We're going back to normalish next week. You also get the new episode of Goose Goes Places. Goodbye the internet. I hope you have a nice day. Well done if you finish your GCSEs or A levels.